Today we're going to be building the Willem custom mouse. This was sent over to me by Fat Free Water. This is the Willem mouse from Nice Gear. It's a custom Scyrox V8 mod kit. The mod kit is 75, but if you get the two things, it's 135. I've never built a mouse before, as a disclaimer, so this bundle is 135, but if you just get this, it's 75. So as a disclaimer, I don't know too much about mice. Like, I've used the same like model mice for a long time just because of like my case usage. I am peculiar about the type of mouse I use. Like, I have a very like special shape that I like I like the more rounded. That being said, if you have any questions, I'll do my best to try and answer it, but just as a disclaimer, I'm not like a mouse enthusiast. I'm actually very surprised Fat Free Water sent this out to me, but I still appreciate it, and it's something new for me to try and do. And as you guys know, I like building stuff, so I'm excited. So we're gonna open this one first. So this is a V8 Ultra Wireless Gaming Mouse. Whoa! Wait, that's pretty cool. It's magnetic. Wow, this is super light. Like, I feel like my hair clip is heavier than this. Yeah, my hair clip is actually heavier than this. Super light, 8K compatible, 30K DPI. You get a mouse, 2 skates, USB-C cable, a wireless dongle. So that is everything you get with this. And now we're going to be looking at the mod kit. So the mod kit alone is $75. If you're interested, the villain right here. So we have this one. Here it comes with a tool we need. This looks like a spudger. Become the villain. Interesting. Dang. This is like so aerodynamic. I love these wax stamps. Big fan. Okay, here we have the feet for the mouse, I'm guessing. This is the ribbon cable. That is a very thin ribbon cable. And here we have, I guess these are like all the extra small parts we're going to be working with. Okay, Villain assembly guide. To prepare for assembly, make sure you have the following tools: a plastic pry bar, a hex screwdriver, a tray to hold some loose screws. Check mark for all three. Remember to double check your packaging. Step 1, prepare the base. Here's all the necessary items for a base. Mouse base, so we gotta take this apart. So it looks like this one has 5 screws. So here we have the mouse base. Okay. Mouse skates, titanium screws, the battery, the main PCB. I will say, we need the donor from this mouse, but the bit was not provided to take it apart. So I'm going to look in my handy dandy tool stash and find it. Okay, so I just need to open this, right? Careful not to break anything. I'm just afraid of breaking it. I know I probably don't need to be afraid, but I am afraid. I'm just gonna snap it apart. Okay, so I use a spudger to open this. This is everything we need, right? There's a ribbon cable right here. So what I'm doing is pulling it up, releasing it. So I should be able to pull the ribbon cable out now. It did kind of sound like I was breaking it, but the mouse is okay. I need this part, and then here's the battery, right? But that's some strong adhesive. Whoever made this adhesive should make this into like an eyelash, fake eyelash adhesive. Because this shit is not moving. What the? Ooh, jeez, that is some strong adhesive. So step 2 is place mouse skates onto base. Alright, so I have all of that. Start by adding 1 piece of aluminum foil to each of the clicks. It's not like muscle, it's just like, because if you look at it, it's like pretty thin. So it's more like I'm trying to be careful not to like snap anything in half. Start by adding 1 piece of aluminum foil to each of the clicks. We expect the final number to be between 5 to 7 layers. So I'm guessing we just like stack the foils, right? See, that's nice. It's actually a pretty good fit. Pretty, like, perfect fit, actually. Man, this side looks so nice. And then this side's like... Don't look at it. Okay. Mount the side button daughter board, the titanium screw. Okay, so I guess I could use this same daughter board. Attach the ribbon cable to the main PCB using the black latch. I think I like using the black because then it blends in with the case a bit more. But the white ribbon cable they give you is longer, so if you're struggling to install it, they do provide the white one. But I think I actually do like using the black one so it doesn't stand out as much. So the white part needs to be facing this way, as shown in the picture. After closing the latch, turn on the mouse to give the buttons a test. I may need to charge it. It's okay. I'm just gonna believe we did it. So this does have threaded inserts in case you guys were wondering. The build guide and the actual model is like a little different. So you can see how this one doesn't have any holes, whereas like this picture does. The mouse case itself does have threaded inserts, which is nice. I'm guessing from here I should add these. Got so many doodads on my desk. They have a wireless dongle right here. Whoa! We did it. So now I can unplug it, right? And then turn on the wireless. Oh, this is very slow. I need faster. Oh, that's too much. This is closer to what I use. So basically, if you're already familiar with the Scyrox, that's basically what this uses. It uses the donor. So if you're already used to like the interface, then it works the same. My Corsair has a louder, more deeper click, but then this one is kind of like more high pitched. I'd say it's like not loud compared to this, but I mean, it's still like a click. No RGB, huh? I got through the hardest part, which is building the mouse. Here it is done, but let's look at everything else that, you know, it comes with. So in case you do want to like customize it, we can. We got a nice soft shell case. This is nice. I could put like makeup in here. So we got these little tiny pads. I don't know what those are for. I'm assuming anything here is meant for like the bottom. This actually looks like for the side buttons. This is all for the top case, I'm assuming, for the grip. These go on the bottom, and then these also go on the bottom. This one, I'm not quite sure what that is for, but we do have this. This is for the wheel. The thing was saying that this one is going to be higher than the one that the donor comes with. I guess you could just swap it out. All right, let's talk about it. So, I'm really excited. This is really fun to do. This is the Willem custom mouse. You can buy it from Nice Gear. Essentially, you can buy this case separate, or you can buy this and a donor mouse. Similar to like Topra, for those who don't know anything about custom mice, is that you'll need the donor PCB, right, from another mouse to put into this mod case. So this one uses the Scyrox V8. If you want to buy the donor and this, it's $135. But if you wanted to just buy the mod kit, like say you already have the Scyrox V8, then you can just buy the mod kit, which is $75. The build was pretty straightforward. The part that I struggled with the most was, the first thing was taking this bottom part off. This bottom piece you can see right here, because it has latches right here, so it's very secure. And so it did kind of scare me taking it apart. Since this is very light in itself, I was worried that I would break it, but the kit does come with this like spudger, so once you remove the screws, you just kind of have to like run it along the edges like this. And yeah, it's like the most difficult thing is figuring out like how much force you can use. It feels like I might be breaking something, but yeah, you just like go along the edges like that. You open the mouse, you take out the PCB, you take out the side PCB and the battery, and then you just reinstall it into this mouse. And there's like a few things you can mod. So in terms of modding, you can put on skates, which are these like feet. They gave me a lot. So you can essentially place it however many or however not many that you want. There are printouts for like the standard, so that's just where I put it. But if you're someone who knows where you want the skates, they give you a bunch of extras so you can place it wherever you want. And then yeah, you have like these bigger pads that you can also install on here, which is what I did. Essentially, once you take all the parts from like the donor mouse, so you can see it's just like an empty case, you install the PCB into the new case, and then from there you can put the skates, and then you can also put these like aluminum pads onto where you would click the buttons. And the point of this is basically to reduce like the travel or the pre-travel. So for example, like if you want to like lightly click, you can stack like a bunch of these, but if you want to take longer to click, like you can put less or none of these. That's the second customization. So the first customization is the skates and the pads, and then the second is the mouse click. And then this one just uses like whatever program the donor PCB uses. So in terms of how easy it was, I'd say it's pretty straightforward. They actually have like an instruction kit that was pretty detailed. The mouse does look like a little different on the guide, and also like the feet were white instead of black, but you know, pretty much the same thing. I will say that in order to have taken from this one, I did need like a screwdriver bit. This mouse comes with like the hex that you need, but in order to remove from the donor, like you'll have to provide that on your own. All the screws from my kit were already on the mouse, but you do get like extras. In terms of customization too, you also get these like grippers. So there are essentially 3 things you can customize: is the bottom grippers, the case grippers itself, and then the clicks. And then using their program, you can, you know, change like DPI and all the other stuff. Looking at like the mouse itself, this model, you can see it's like honeycombed like a skeleton, so you are able to see like all the components. And what's really nice is they've thought of like a lot of things to provide to you. So they give you like the tool to take it apart, they give you like the spudger, and they also give you a different ribbon cable. So the mouse ribbon cable is black, so kind of like blends in, but they do have a white one that's longer in case you like need it or break it or whatever. And then they also give you different scroll wheels. So this one's taller than like the standard one that comes with the donor mouse, but you can change this. Fat Free Water said you can change it up to like a size 10. I don't know what the size is, but apparently you can change up to size 10. And then this one's nice because you do have like, this can be wireless or wired if you want. So you do have this like dongle, and it does have this like light to indicate if it's on or off. So that's currently off. That's currently on to kind of show you like, oh, it's on. Coating is textured nylon. Shape inspiration GPX, at 10% smaller volume. Total weight, I think ultimately ends up being 49 plus or minus 3 grams. I guess it depends on like what you add on there. Yeah, you could see it is like indeed like textured. So in terms of mouse specs, right, you got the 2 clickers right here. You only have 2 side buttons. Like that's enough for some people. There is no bling bling RGB. Basically 5 buttons that you can press down. And it's nice because like to open this, these are actually threaded. Like all the screw points are threaded. I could see people not liking the whole like skeleton and like seeing inside of it, but I do think it looks pretty cool. And for like the material it's made of, it is like very like surprisingly smooth. I mean, it is textured, but I don't know, I think it just looks really nice. So as someone who's never built this mouse, it took me about an hour 10 minutes. They were telling me that the thing that takes the longest is putting on the aluminum pads. And then this one does take long because you have to like stack it. But when you stack it, it is pretty thin. I did take off one of them just because like it's aluminum, so whenever it didn't go on like quote unquote perfectly, it created like the ripples. So I was like, I'm gonna change it so it looks prettier. That's like such a non-issue. That's like me just being like picky. It is like a perfect fit, which I appreciate, and you just put the tapes on top of each other and then you can put the case back on and like click where you want. I never figured out what this was for, these like little tiny pads, but they're there. But yeah. Build process, Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I just say be careful when taking the parts from like the donor board, and then also the ribbon cable. There is a correct orientation, so definitely read the build guide. And they give you tips like after the step, so if you're kind of like, oh, well, which way? I would say scroll down and you should see like the tips. So that is really nice. And then you also get this really nice carrying case. So you can just... And if you guys are interested, this was a very fun project in my opinion. But yeah, that is the build. The website has everything there, and everyone say thank you Fat Free Water. Here's my mouse. If you want a kit to mod for yourself to kind of give it a try, there's the Nice Gear website where you can buy it. It's $75 for the kit itself, and then $135 for the donor and the kit. Yeah, that's it. It was pretty fun for my first mouse build. Pretty neat.